What a bummer. What a freaking bummer. Can you guys hear me? I can't believe that it just cut off. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm so freaking upset. Why does this have to do this to me? Ugh. So frustrating. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, it's probably the rain. I know. Just tell me that you can hear me. Tell me, can you hear me? Okay, good. I had a really good group in here. now I'm lost. I don't even live stream often. Why can't it just work for me? Hi, Ada. I know, us artists. Anyway, I was gonna start talking about this paint I love. It's patina is the color. And I just love it. It's a blue-green, and it just is, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to waste this. I'm going to find my art journal and smudge it in. Don't want to be all by myself anymore. Hi, Ada. Where are you from? Where are you from? And how are you doing today? After that singing, you're going to be like, I really don't want to be able to hear you. Do you have the puppy crated, Gail? Like, do you crate the puppy, or are you leaving it free range? Were you? I love teal. I don't use it nearly enough. I hope Kathy comes back and Pam. Oh, girl, you're from Newark? All right. I'm from South Jersey. How are you guys doing up there? Yeah, you stink, you in California. You lucky, lucky girl. Hello, Passion's Journey. I know your real name. I do. I just have to think for a second. I just got kicked off. Now I just come back. And all my girls. I lost all my girls. Yeah, that's how I like to do it too, Gil. Yeah, it's not good here either, but how about him lifting and opening up the parks and all there, Ada? Yvette, hello! How are you guys doing today? Aww. No, you're starting back to work? I'm doing good, Yvette. I'm really not going to complain today, honestly. I'm laughing because we were just talking about no, I've not seen Carrie 2. I've not. We were just talking about doing like in horror and porn. And you're talking about laying it. Let's lay it. Lay it down. Lay it down. But lust. Hello. Yay! You missed it. I've been on here for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and it really, and it kicked me off. So I'm back. So I lost all my girls. But I got new people coming that weren't here. Do you mind saying what you do for a living? Passion's Journey. I know I have your name because I have it written down because I'm horrible with names. I've said this. Please don't be offended. I mean, what's it called? I wrote it all down too. Dun, 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 dun. I know Nina. Nina. Yeah, Lusty Paintings. I've been cleaning. When I clean, I move everything. I just watched your YouTube video. Gosh darn it. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I don't know how to spread everything out. You work at a pet store? And they're opening up, are they opening up for people to come in and shop? Or like curbside pickup? Or have they been open and you just have been not working? Or when I get quiet, it means I'm reading. I didn't lose signal yet. I hope I don't. Well, I saw, was it a spider you have? Or you were feeding a spider or something? You had a spider crawling? I don't dig spiders. I mean, hey, if you dig spiders, you go, girl. If I worked at a pet store, I'd probably have spiders. No, I'd have birds. They already have been open. They only closed to the public for like 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you not wanting to work. I have 4 cats. Well, my daughter has 4 cats. I shouldn't say I do. Well, one's ours. We don't have anything too funky. Like, we have 4 cats, 4 dogs, and 2 ferrets. Was that what that little spider was? Was a pink-toed tarantula? I want a pit bull too, but I can't get a pit bull with my other dogs. Because my other dogs are old, except my daughter's new puppy, but my other ones are old, and I'm afraid. And I know pit bull, you know, like I know, and I've been rescuing for over 20 years, but I'm just, you know. Yeah, list them. But tell me your name again, because I'm going to say, oh, that's right. Yeah, my daughter has 2 fantastic ferrets. I mean, I hate them because they stink. Just that musk that they have, even though they were demusked. I don't know. But they're very friendly and loving, you know, ferrets. They love playing with the cats. I mean, they're not my gig, but I don't hate them. Wait a minute. That white crawly spider that you were showing on your video? What the heck kind of spider do you have where you live? And was that your tarantula? Lisa called Jam. Were you... Wait a minute. So that weird looking spider crawled into your tarantula's terrarium? Is that what you're saying? I just want you guys to know, this is my 12th list of names that I write down everybody's names so I know. Well, their musk ain't sweet. I gotta tell you. Yeah, pit bulls are beautiful. I just get worried. Gonna write these down again because I know some I always write bed of lust. Katie, you have cats? Yeah, I mean, people who have cats are cat people. I mean, do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously. But do you have just like, you know, normal like tabby cat? Or I just can't believe that little spider just was like, let me walk in here. A yellow sack spider, huh? Ugh. Ugh. Nasty. No, I don't normally kill spiders. My husband will put them outside. Unless it's like, oh my God, it's right there on the wall and I can't, you know what I mean? And there's nothing around to grab the spider with, I guess. We don't really like killing things, but sometimes. You're allergic to them? Let's see if I want to do this. Maybe I'll do that on the outsides. What do you feed a spider anyway? Like, do you catch flies and put them in there? Like, oh, good God, Cal. What the heck is that? A tuxedo. Oh, I had the best cat. She was a tuxedo cat. Her name was Willow, and she was the most empathetic animal, this cat was everything. And I always want to get another tuxedo. She passed on, bless her soul, but she was the best cat ever. Ever. You think your cat's possessed? What does it do? Why is it possessed? What does it do to you? 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 bunnies, 18 rats, 3 mice, 2 hamsters, 4 hermit crabs, a tarantula, 2 birds, a Pac-Man frog, 4 fish tanks. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what do you do with 18 rats? Let me just ask that question. Not judging, just asking. I mean, where do you keep them at? Your tarantula eats crickets and roaches. Okay. Spider food. Her name was Stinky. Mine was Willow from Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Stinky. Did I read birds? Because I want a bird. You don't have no birds. Why can't you have a bird? 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 bunnies. 18 rats is where you get me. Oh, no, 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 no. No animal abuse. Nope. I know they say rats are really... my daughter always wanted a rat. But they say that they're really good pets and they're very smart. 18 to me... Did they have babies? And you kept them? Or did you choose 18? Oh, see, that's... Okay, that's what I need as a bird. I need a parrot. That's what my husband... He's like, I don't want a bird. The only thing with cats is the litter. We have 4 cats, and the litter is not enjoyable. I don't care how often you clean it. Ugh. But, I mean, some people don't bother. And that's okay. Oh. Well, I understand that if they were raised to be fed to snakes and you didn't want to do that. No, I can't do snakes. My daughter wanted a snake too. No, no, no. Yeah, I understand that though, Lisa. I understand that. I would probably be that same way. That's why I don't work. That's why I don't work at the shelter, like physically in the shelter, and I don't the animal shelter, and I don't work in a pet store because that would be me, and my husband would leave me. He probably wouldn't leave me, but I mean, you know, I've given him. He has better reasons to leave me than rats. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I understand like nature, like it's nature. You know what I mean? But I don't think I could do it. But I'm going to tell you something. My husband has had fish that he's had to feed fish to. He loves Oscars, and he's had to do that. I mean, he's done it, and it's not my favorite thing. The rats have good, sweet personalities. They say, I mean, I've seen, you know. Dry this real quick. Well, that's the thing. My husband ends up taking care of most of the animals, so my daughter will clean the ferret cage and, you know, she feeds them and stuff, but like it's up to him to do the litter and, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I am not somebody to judge animals. If I told you I've had probably 15 dogs at a time, probably even more cats at a time, when we were really into that rescuing. So I've had a lot of animals, and there's no difference whether you have a lot of rats or I had a lot of dogs, you know? What? Wait a minute. I missed you, Annette. I gotta read about a bear. Where'd the bear go? How did I miss a bear? She went nose to nose with a bear. Ugh. No, because she said she thinks she's possessed. Well, I mean, hey, good for you, Lisa. If you do it, I'm off. You know, you do you, boo. That's what I think. Let's see my other. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, snakes and me now. Turtles. We've had turtles. These are the bigger ones. I think I might. Let's just go for it. Now I'm going to take a circle stencil, and I'm going to do white just a little bit. I didn't know if I wanted the bigger circles but I'm kind of digging that. Did it, Teresa? I'm glad you're back. I don't know where Kathy went. I'm disappointed in that. Who else is here? Who else is here that's not like in the chat talking? Come on, peeps. Well, I'm glad you're back, Teresa. My internet was like, see you later. See you later. We'll see ya. They back away from the rats. Well, the rats, they're pretty big though, right? Yeah, Kathy and Pam. Oh, I mean, I did put this back into the group. So, you know, if they saw it, but I mean, I don't know what to do. What happens when you get kicked off the internet and then like you go back on live? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not used to this. He hasn't eaten solid food in months. Ugh. Is he home? Hi, Antoinette. Good, I'm glad you're still here. All right, Amaryllis. I'm here for the art, not for the animal talk. Yeah, we were just kind of talking, seeing you know, seeing what's going on. All I've done so far is I took some berry wine color and I put it on my canvas and I dried that. And then I took some patina, which is like a tealish green color, and I did that with a different stencil. And then I'm going in with some white and some circles to kind of push some of that back. You've had your 6th chemo, Antoinette. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. So much love. Ugh. I can't imagine. And then I'm just going to take some white and do these circles. I couldn't decide whether I wanted bigger circles or these smaller ones. So, and I don't want it to be too dark, so like too much. So I'm just going to go in very lightly. Birds flying in your house. All right, please forgive me, Amaryllis. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. What kind of art do you do? What kind of art do you do? What kind of art do you like? Oh yeah, that's... Because I love knowing, you know, what kind of things people do. So I like adding these. I can't quite decide how much I want to add because I really love the tea. I love this like texture that brings. Hi, PM, you're back? Good. Now I just gotta get Kathy back. I don't know who else we had in here. I can't recall at the moment. I want to do geodes as well. I can't even do this, though. I'm all over the place. Da, 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 da. Have you done any pouring, Pam? I've been trying to do more mixed media postcards. Yeah. You know, the thing is that this is only what, my 2nd live I've done. So I'm just trying to... You like my artwork? Thank you. Art journaling, paper mache. Paper mache. I'm going to be doing a paper mache doll. I've been working with the paper mache. I'm also doing a, if anybody's interested, but I'm also going to be doing a, speaking of horror, but I'm also going to be doing a Leatherface mask out of brown paper bag. So that's like paper mache kind of thing. So if anybody, I'll be doing that soon. Not necessarily live, but... Yeah, so this is only my really 2nd time live, so I'm learning. I'm learning what to do, what people like, what they don't like. I like to talk a lot. If you watch my videos, I talk a lot. And not always about art. I just kind of go on, so I'm just kind of learning. I'm learning how to do 2 things at once. Oh, art journaling, yep. The other day when I did live, when I was done, I walked into the other room and my daughter goes, "You have paint all over your face." Go figure. All right, I'm kind of good with the white there. Oh, I got a lot of paint I put out. So now I want to decide, do I want to draw something to put on it separately? First, I got to get rid of this. I'm going to grab another canvas, I think. Let's see if I can get this on here while this dries. Gotta decide. I want to do some backgrounds, so let's see if I can get this on here the best I can, so I don't waste. Yeah, I can't imagine all that, Pam. I really can't. Art journaling. Oh, I thought you were like, Annette, I thought you were like, you know, the old art journaling. I thought that you were being fancy. Yeah, I love making junk journals. All right, so I'm going to try, because we all know I'm a mess. Let's see how much I can get on here. And so I've been making stencils, as I showed you the last time. And I just want to figure out some basic, see if I'm on the camera here. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of finances. Come on, come on, come on. I love pouring, I just don't do it enough. I think that's part of the problem. Okay, Gail. I'm gonna go in here. A little bit of water. Mix it around, mix it around. Let's see. I don't like this. I ordered new stencil things to cut. This is a little bit too thin, and I'm not really happy with it, because I've been making stencils, but not my favorite. Too thin. If you guys have a YouTube channel, I know we can't put links in here, but down below, if you guys want to put your YouTube name or your Etsy, if you don't, please feel free to do that at this moment. So, because I don't mind sharing and doing that. I mean, I think we should be allowed if we want to put links, but I know a few of you do have YouTube channels, and maybe other people haven't seen them yet, so. What do I love? Yeah, put your stuff down there, girl. I use my Cricut. Like, this is like flimsy, like too flimsy for me. So I've been using it to just try out some different things. I mean, this is kind of basic, these triangles. I just wanted to do something where I could see how it works. But I have other things that I'm doing. Oh, Pam, you know, I didn't even think. I didn't even think to say that. Bless you, Em. I have I started off with the scan and cut. That was sent to me years ago. But, I mean, my Cricut's not that new, but they have newer ones out. I get overwhelmed with, like, the Cricut and all that stuff because there's so much you can do, and I just get so overwhelmed. But I never can find things that I want to use. Like certain stencils and stuff like that. So I figure I'm going to start making them myself. Girl, I don't fussy cut. My name is Kelly No Fussy Cut Donovan. Trust. I don't fussy cut. And like I said, I'm only just learning how to do certain things. But like I said, there's a lot of stencils and like my dolls and that kind of stuff that I want, you know, my odd girls and faces that I want to do. You know, I love, there's certain stencils out there I love. I mean, but sometimes I just want my own. Like the one, like a couple that I showed the other day, and, you know. But like I said, this is a little too flimsy for me. I have to watch your video today, Teresa. I don't know where time goes. Time. I really like this mixed in. A little bit of floating medium. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive. And I don't want to do, you know, I want to sell some, but I don't want to, I want people to use them too. And I know it's, you know, money's hard to come by. Oh, are they cute stencils? I'm in love with these little feathers. You're new to crafting and all, Lisa? Hi, Kim. What stencils would I suggest for a beginner? Meaning brand? Do you mean? I'm going to tell you what I suggest. Right. Well, there's folk art. I mean, I love folk art. I've loved folk art for years. I do love them. But I'm going to tell you something. I mean, right now it's hard to shop because of the everything being closed, but you could do pickups and all, whatever. Oh God, that's all I do. I love using, that's what I was going to say in that. I was going to say, like, if you go shopping at Walmart or Target, go look in their clearance section at their crafts. You can always find inexpensive, very inexpensive stencils. I use a lot of stuff from home. I've done a million things where this is a light bulb holder, and I mean, look, we can use that as a stencil. If you have a couple extra bucks, I say use your coupon at your Joann's or your Michael's or your Hobby Lobby, and go pick out a stencil that you like, and use your 50 off and get it, and start with one stencil. I have a million, yes, deco art as well, but I have a million videos, and I could sit here for hours and show you things to use from home if you just look at things a little differently than normal. Do you know what I mean? So I could go on for hours, so I won't bore you. But Kim, so like it depends on where you're at as a beginner. Would you rather go buy them, or would you want some from home? Like that you could find in your home. Now that I spoke for 6 million hours. And even in the kids section. Go in the kids section. Go in the section where you can make t-shirts. They always have sales. They always have inexpensive stencils on clearance. Unless you're doing card making, it doesn't matter the subject matter, because if you're going to layer and mix media, you're just looking for, I've used Christmas stuff and things that say happy birthday, Okay, so you want to use them in different ways for making different things. Yeah. Yeah, Walmart, I don't go to Walmart often. Dollar Tree, yes. Dollar Tree is starting to get art stuff as well. Let me ask this question. Do you have any special subject matter that you're looking for, Kim? Do you want a bird? Do you want feathers? Do you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. Dollar Tree, yeah, they are starting to get some stuff in there. Yep. Yeah, there's so many things. If you get that I can blot ink. I was thinking at least for a little design that I can blot ink or paint on. Make a snowflake from cardstock. Open it up. Yes, Lisa. Oh, I was just going to say something. If you get chicken, ground meat, certain vegetables, they come on those styrofoam things, right? And this is for anybody. This isn't, but you can also, and I'm sure you guys know this, take a pen or a pencil and you can draw and do whatever on it, and that becomes a nice stamp for you if you need something. Yes, plastic report covers. I suggest go to Walmart, or I suggest, honestly, go to Michael's and use one of their coupons, or Joann's, and just get a nice, I make a lot of stencils from file folders as well. Yeah, snowflake. Just sit and cut that paper up, or that cardstock, or go get construction paper because it's thicker. All right, T. Yeah, file folders, manila folders, old envelopes that you get. Depends on if you want to make them or you want to buy them, I guess, is. And that's why I've been doing my own stencils and practicing to make them, because I do want to sell some. I do like giving away a lot. But I do want to sell some as well, that they're not that expensive. Like, you're not going to, Michael's, and do you know what I'm saying? And spending, sometimes you can spend $10. Let's use this bad boy now. Girl better be doing her nails soon. I don't know what the heck I got going on. Now, for instance, like these kind of things. This is something I got from the thrift store, but it's just a circle thing. You know, it could be anything. It could be the lid to your paint or what have you. And you just go in. I've shown this a gazillion times. You guys are probably bored as hell. But I just squish it around. And then I can get some circles. My paint's drying, but... And something I like to do, which I will talk about in 1 second. I love mixing paint. I love mixing paint to get the different things. So, get off there. So like for instance here I have the rest of this teal left. And I'll mush it in here with this white. And a little bit I'll squeeze berry wine. It'll give me a really pretty color. More white. And then I'll go in. And then we're just making it, and you just make a completely different color. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you could still hear me, please. And then I just start layering. And if it starts getting a little dry or whatever, I'll just take my spray bottle and give it just one little squirt. What kind of shape? Are you talking triangle circles, or are you talking like flowers, or... Okay, I just want to make sure because my thing froze again and I was like, no. But I mean, like I said, look, I mean, this is... Now, sometimes I won't let things dry underneath because I like it to be picked up. Bye, Antoinette. I hope you feel better. Just sending you all the love in the world. Hello, gal. So yeah, so you can see just, you know, just the colors that I had sitting here. I'm just mixing them now to make another color. Just to kind of keep the background kind of, how do you say, in the same kind of color family, I guess, is what the word I want to say. We don't know the word, but rather than putting colors that that would not clash, because I like that kind of thing, but you know. Yeah. Instead of putting colors that contrast with each other, these are colors that like meld with each other. They kind of stay together, you know? What's that? Thank you, Emily. Emily's like, contrast? And see, like over here, I love that teal with that purple. Do you see how pretty that looks? So I want to do a little bit more of that. Let's see what kind of stencil I want to use though. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the blue and just put a little squeeze right here. And I'm sure this is all stuff that you guys probably have done, or you look at and you're like, well, that doesn't seem hard at all. But you're making different, oh my gosh, I'm like a squeezer today. Squeezer. So I would just take the tip of that blue and just kind of mix it in, and then I'll just go back in with this for the moment. But I love that little bit of blue that goes in with that berry wine. You know, but like right, it's just, oh, I love it. I'm gonna need some more berry wine.
Hey, Daddy.
Okay, so that's what I mean. I could play with these things. It's ridiculous. Okay, what else do I got? What else do I got? Let me see. Let me see. I know I have all my stencils. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's see if I can get this one off. Huh? No, I'm trying to get this off. I locked these up yesterday with those clips, and now it's like, they're like, yeah, I don't want to come off. Thank you, though. All right. So you see I have like this. So if you have a big stencil like this, you don't have to, kind of like ombre, kind of like monochromatic, I guess. Is that the word? I don't know. We don't know the word. I don't know the word. But with this, the stencil, I don't necessarily, I would use a spray for the stencil, right? Let me see if I can move this over the littlest bit. If I had a spray and I wanted to spray, I could spray all this. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to spray, but I like some of these flowers in here. So I'll probably go in with just this dark color. And I won't leave it as dark, but I'm going to pat it. And I really like this right here. Now, I can take a little bit of this blue. I should have done it a little darker, a little thicker. And then when that's dry, I'll go in with even more blue. But I don't like that. I want it darker. So I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to wash my brush, because I think it's getting a little too mushy mush. Dry my brush. And let's see. Although that would be good. That would be fun to spray all this. Now my brush is too wet. It happens. What are you gonna do? All right. So say you do like me and it comes out crappy, right? Because that didn't come out good. It's all right. Now, I know that I need that petal on that other side. So I'll just turn this, because I'm not mad at that. We'll turn it like, see, no, it's not going to match that, is it? Gonna turn it like that. And I'll take this and just finish that flower to see. All right, now, if I'm like, you know what, that really stinks, who the heck likes this? Oh girl, I beat the devil out of it. All I do, and I've done this a million times, I will take, I think those are the worst brushes ever. I will take a wet, clean brush. And I will take a paper towel or rag. And then, so if you make a mistake, never worry. Because it's all good. And this becomes why sometimes it's important to dry each step that you do. Because maybe you didn't want to lose what was underneath there. Now all I lost was a dot, right? But look. So now I'm like back to where I was. Now I can go, I could put my feather stencil here and do more stencils or whatever. So just remember that, like, if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. That's what I want. I want a tablet. I want an iPad. But now we're back to it being fairly good. And then we just go on with the next layer. Now I think for this one, because I want to do a little bit more color. I don't know if I want to do yellow or do I want to do orange. And you're going to hear my dog bark, and I'm so sorry. But this is my life. Maybe I'll do some yellow. Let me clean my brushes. Because remember, it's just paint. You can... Now I'm beating the devil out of it. You can paint over it. It's just paint. You're to have fun and enjoy it. And it's not... Some people get hung up on that end result. And to me, it's better to enjoy the experience of it. Do you know what I mean? Instead of worrying like, oh, it's going to come out. Because, like, I love this. Like, to me, I'm like, oh... When I look at it, I'm like, oh, I should have painted a background first and then did this on top. But then I wouldn't have liked the colors as much. And I'm going to cover these up. Yellow, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so it's like, you always look at something. I think we do that all the time, and when we don't like what we do. And we got to just quit being so hard on ourselves, because it's just not, I'm going to get all this cleaned up here. There goes all that paint. All that hot dog bean footage. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. I meant to say bean footage, and then I said hot dogs because of hot dogs and beans. Yeah. So I'm not going to worry about this too much. Na, 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 na. Okay. I'll put you back. Now I want my paint to be a little transparent, the yellow. And this is a yellow light. So it is a little transparent as it is. But see, I used that flower. I was all excited, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going to use the flower. You don't have to be mad at it. You just don't use it. Gonna do some water. Gonna take my brush. I have this, I think that activated a little bit too much for my liking. I have this fabric here that I made, and I just don't exactly know what I'm going to do with it. Now let's do some of this yellow. Now I want to do one of two things. I either want to put this around or over top of it, and I can't quite decide. So I just want to lay this down here just to see. I think we need some yellow on here, definitely. I think yellow is going to be the way to go. So I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to bring this over right here. I'm going to do stencils, but I don't need that to be that dark. Oh, yeah, I like the yellow a lot. Okay. Now, let's do a stencil. I'm into the shapes today. I don't know why. That's what we're going to do with the yellow. I like doing it crooked because I'm crooked that way. I see the world like that. And just very lightly. Yeah, and see this is me. This does not have to be you. You can make sure your brush is dry, your paint's as dry as you want it. I love this. I love when it gathers on that outside and you get that dimension. It almost looks like you use texture paste or modeling paste, molding paste, whatever you call it. And I love that. It's one of my favorite parts. And you don't have to have that. My brush is just a little bit wet because Teresa's back. Wah, wah, wah. And I just like that. I like that look. And see, look how great that is. I didn't even have to do anything here. When I lifted it up because there was a little bit underneath, I got that there. So let's try that here. Use what you got. You have one stencil, I could do a million videos. One stencil, 3 ways, you know? Turn it around. Tell you what, I like that like honeycomb kind of look right here. Kind of like that. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Oh, I need some more yellow. That's why I like you, T. So I'm just going to do it on the back side. The jokes I could be making right now. I'm not gonna plop it right there. And then just give it a rub. Oh, nope, not enough. So we just go back in. You don't get upset. You don't throw it away. You don't say, oh, you just go back and do it more. Don't get hung up on things. I hope that, I know some of you are new to mixed media, to art journaling and all that kind of stuff. Don't get hung up on things, and don't get mad. Don't get like, oh, it didn't, like, just, then you go over it. It's paint. It's not going to hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. That's the whole point. What's the point of doing stuff if you can't at least enjoy it, you know? Let's see if this works. No. A little bit better, but not the greatest. But guess what? Such is life, right? I might get some sprays. I love this yellow with this blue and purple. Maybe I should get some stamps. Taking some. Now, I like white. Like, I like leaving some white in. So that's not a bad thing either. Let's extend this. But we'll pull a little bit more of that yellow in. You know what would be nice is some... Okay, Nina. Maybe some paper from my book. Let's pick a piece of book paper. Start with putting some of this down. I love book paper, and this is like that real nice book paper. I do my... Wish I had my little Sizzix out so I can cut shapes out. But we'll just go like this. And I do usually like to look and see like if there's any good words to maybe put on here depending on what I'm doing. So like shared vision would be maybe one that I would do. Let's see what else. Dun, 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 dun. Well, this isn't the greatest chapter of the book. Energy, organization, female. So, I mean, that's a way that, you know, you can also get more meaning. That's how I love to do my backgrounds and then go on for the canvas. I think what I'm going to do is use it this way and do a face. I love tearing paper. But let's start like a little mixed media. And we'll add some paper. And I love this here. I don't know. That's the problem I have, is I love too many parts of it. And then I get to, that's where I start like getting weird. And I'm just using my Mod Podge mat. Hello, Nina. This is a book piece from the Broken Pieces. That I'm ripping through. Now, you know what's fun if you have decorative scissors or anything like that, which I don't have here, but you can, you know, cut like the decorative scissors and stuff, because once it's dry, you can go back and dry brush and it picks up all that deliciousness, which I'll probably end up doing on here. But, and you can see my yellow paint there was still wet, and that's okay. It gave it some color. Not mad. If you want them to be different colors, of course, you can, you know, paint. I love when there's this kind of part on the book page that you can stamp on or write on, write your own words, whatever you want to do. Anybody making anything good for dinner? I'm always about dinner. Me and food. So let me ask you guys real quick, since I'm kind of new to all this, is there etiquette for live streams? Is there etiquette that I should know, that I should learn? Like I notice with the moderators and stuff, like Teresa saying, welcome back. like I feel bad because if I'm sitting here doing this, I can't see what everybody's writing. Is that something I should be more concerned with, or more look, like, pay attention to more? Oh, I just made scalloped potatoes for the first time the other day. Scalloped potatoes by myself, like for real, like did the potatoes, the whole thing. I didn't put ham in it though. I was thinking about it. No, my daughter's yelling, no ham. What kind of tuna do you like? Do you like tuna from the can where you make like tuna? We call them tuna hush puppies, and then you bake it so it's warm. Do you just like a tuna on toast? Do you like, Okay, that's what I didn't know, because I'm just trying to learn, because I talk a lot and I want to make sure, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, okay. I don't want people to be like, well, I'm not here to listen about your scalloped potatoes that you tried. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what, I mean, I kind of do my channel the way I do my channel. I don't have any, when you think of me, you don't think of professional. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just wondering. All right, thanks, guys. Okay. Just trying to learn, trying to know, because I really love doing these, but I don't want, Maybe next time I'll do an art journal page. That way it's like start to finish. I just love doing, what the heck? I hate when there's fuzzies. I just like doing painting backgrounds. Tuna mayo. Sometimes I pickle relish. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that's all I try to do, T. Like everybody, everybody just tries to do their thing. I get asked all the time about somebody's wanting to start a YouTube channel, and this is just a piece of printer paper, and all I'm gonna do is squish it. I'm gonna give it a spray of water. Yeah, well, I'm a talker. I like to talk. I am not professional. I'm the person, like my family always is like, I'm the one that breaks the ice. And my husband's not necessarily a talker, and I'm just like, oh, those are nice pants you're wearing. What color are those? Where'd you get those? What'd you have for dinner? Like, I just, that's what I do. So this is just a piece of printer paper. Could be any paper at all. Yeah. Well, and I know a lot of people are like, well, why are you covering up the background? And to me, the background is just part of what we're doing. So I'm going to throw this bad boy here. And this is just to show you when you're starting out, or you don't have a lot, or a lot of us are in quarantine, nothing's open. Take a piece of mail that you don't want. Take a piece of printer paper, whatever, your advertisement in the mail, whatever. Squish it up with a little bit of water, and then press it down. You can glue it down. And yes, some of the wrinkles come out. It's not a crime. And then just take it from the middle out so you don't get necessarily the air bubbles. I got a little squish here. If you don't like a squish, take the squish out. If you don't mind the squish, leave the squish in. I'm a little squishy, so I like a little squish. Well, I'm glad, guys. I'm glad. I mean, that makes me happy because, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody necessarily on purpose. If I'm going to offend you, I'm going to do it on purpose. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do with this part. And I'm going to have to leave this dry for a second, so I'm going to hit it with... I don't want to put paint on here at the moment because... I see this has a little bit more glue than I want. Because it'll stick with the paint. If that's something that you want, then do it. You can always get these books. I tell you guys all the time. Well, today you can't do much of anything, but the library, I was always selling them for $1. The dollar store. Maybe you have a book you haven't read. Yeah, I'm a proud squish too. Floofy. What do you mean? Over here on my thing here, Teresa? Is that what you're talking about? Being tame? I'm sure she's probably stressed too, huh? Also, I use a heat gun. Why are you being polite? I don't care. What the heck do I care? It's really hard to find that happy medium for everybody. You can't always do it. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the things that will be. Yeah, but it is. It's hard to be like, to put videos out, and if they're too long, people complain. If they're too short, people complain. If you put music to it, people complain. So I try to do like both the best that I can. But I like knowing it's hard for me as somebody who does videos, and I said this before, like I like talking to you guys. So I like knowing what goes on in your life or whatever. So if I do a video and you leave a comment and I like write back, I don't know what am I going to ask you, your life story? Like I like to know about the puppy and how your dad's doing and your 20 rats and you know what I'm saying, and how work was last night, like all the things, as well as doing this. So like I said, I'm trying my best. Not everybody's gonna like it, and that's okay. Yeah, exactly, Gail. No matter what I do, people complain, and I don't mean you guys are complaining. I'm just saying, like, not everybody's happy all the time, you know. So oh, but you know what? Something I wanted to talk about. I'm going to be doing videos for... I've been asked to do this a million times. I'm probably going to do it on Zoom and have, like, people on there. But, oh, Teresa. Mine won't let me bedazzle his, so... But, about mental health and chronic illnesses and stuff like that for support, because a lot of people don't have support groups. Me too, Nina. I like cooking. We talked about this before. I like cooking and sewing and knitting and I like some of the YouTubers, you know, the bigger YouTubers, makeup, like all kinds of stuff. You know, I like all kinds of stuff. Yeah. P-dazzled. Yep, that's a good one. P-dazzled. You know what? I think I'm going to get my one spray. Let's do haven't opened this one yet. No, don't use the heat gun then. Don't use the heat gun. Teresa, would you even have time at the moment for a bedazzled penis anyway? No. That's because you're not around the right people, Teresa. I think that makes you a real lady anyway, all those things. If it makes you happy and you're comfortable. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. I know, because that has to be hard. So I'm just using sprays to make some different colors on here now. I'm probably going to do a draw face. Yeah, but why would you want to fit into a mold? I don't understand why you would even worry about that. That's boring. Color is this? Love? Oh, rose quartz. Do you get, Teresa, on your channel, do people like say things to you about the way you are? You going downstairs? Oh, okay. Yeah, and it is hard to just be you, no matter what you do, whether it's on YouTube or just in like. I was gonna say my cankles. I can't cross anymore except my cankles. I was gonna say. One said you talk too much, and I'm like, my reality is silent. I'm gonna talk. Yeah. What did Nina say? What did Nina say? Oh, hips. Yeah, that's a shame. Do you comment back, Teresa? Do you comment back when people write stuff? I don't get too much anymore. I get once in a blue moon. People like will look at videos from like 6 years ago and be like, you talk too much, or you don't do it right, or you whatever. But now I just kind of do my own. You know, I try to be as good as I can, so everybody's happy. But you can't do that. Not everybody's happy. Let's see. I don't need yellow. Let's do orange. Yeah, I agree. People are something. People are something. always get angry at people who like give me like are negative, and I'm like, well, how are you on your channel? And then you look and it's like, well, they don't have a channel. So how are you judging me? So I sprayed this, and then you see I have a piece of printer paper, and look how cool that is. So now I got a start of another mixed media piece. Isn't that fantabulous? And then I'll do it up here. So then I have, so when I do another one or another color, I could just do it on the bottom, and I have two pieces started of mixed media paper. And I just want to throw this in because it's not going to really be seen, but I wanted to add a little bit of color. It is pretty cool. I should have used a darker color, but and I don't mind constructive criticism, like, oh, you know what, you didn't, maybe you should have done this, or what about this, or whatever. Like, I'm not mad at that. It's the mean. People can be mean. Yeah, see, so we got 2 pages started. Yes, her name is Nina. Who's JD? Hi, Crafty Kitty. Hello. I've always had, from years ago, Pam can tell you, I've always had people not like me. Oh, but I'm an acquired taste, I guess. How you doing today, Crafty Kitty? What is Stacy's Lives? Is that a channel? I do know what that is. Thank you, Tia. I like you as you are as well. I like you all the way you are. You're doing good so far? Good. Now, how do I want to do this? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you meant. I thought that was a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Now I know who you mean. Now I got it. Because I was like, I don't think I've heard of that one. Hi, Shayla. Ooh. Hello. How are you doing today, Shayla? Well, let me show you the other one. Who's Lizzie? I'm lost. This is my other background I started, where I did berry wine and then some turquoise and then berry wine with some white and then whiter. Oh no, what's wrong with Lizzie? Who's Lizzie? Tell me who Lizzie is. What's her name, Teresa? Do I know her? Yes, Pink Poodle. I think I've seen a couple of her live. I mean, I'm friends with her on Facebook. I know who she is. Too soon to tell. But I think she goes on later at night. Who's Lindsay? Who's Lizzie? Who's Lizzie? Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the one that I started. Scrapping. I've never heard of her. Oh, and she's lovely. I love lovely people. I'll have to look her up. I'm not familiar with her. Usually, like, a lot of the art and craft, not a lot, but I know them. Not know them, but you know what I'm saying. I know their names. All right. Now this is a new gesso I got. Mickey sent this to me, and I've never used this brand. What do you guys think of this brand? I used it a couple times, and so far so good. It's much smoother than I'm used to, but I'm not mad at that. She's sassy. There's nothing wrong with being sassy. I like a sassy. Yeah, I'm going to have to look her up because I like finding new people to watch. I like it. Of the gesso? U.S. Art Supply? I've never seen it before. I don't even know what that is, the art supply. Is it a good art supply place? It was sent to me from beautiful Mickey. And, yeah, so I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I'm using, this is just a, it's from Graphitone, graphite pencil. And I'm just using it. I don't know if I'm going to do her dark or like dark colors as her face or whatever. But this is how I like doing it. U.S. Art Supply, yes. Are they awesome? Okay. Spackle's fantastic to use. Shayla, it's great to use regular spackle. Same thing. And very much more cost effective. So what I want to do, I don't know, like I said, if I'm going to make her bright. What I like to do is I like to do my background, start it. I'll get the face somewhat to where I like it. And then I'll go back and I'm going to add some stamps and more opaque colors and maybe, I don't know what. So we'll see. Yeah, it's a nice brand. I should have got more water. Cleaner water. It's a nice brand. I mean, a nice gesso. I'm not sure of the brand. That's what I meant to say. It's very smooth. And I'm going in because I want to cover up. Sometimes I don't care if that background comes through. And other times I do. And so we'll see what this does. I'm just using a little bit at a time. Very thin. You're going to see some of that dilutions come up because it's not permanent. And that's okay. But I'm just going in for my head shape here for now. And normally I like the graphite coming through. I'm sorry about my dog. It's the puppy. Because I like the shadows that it gives. Hi, the art bar. doing good. How are you? Oh, I'm so excited. Can I ask what your name is? And if I know you, if I know you and who you are, I apologize greatly, deeply, because I'm wacko and I forget everything. I'm glad a lot of you know each other, like from other live streams. I think that's fantastic. Like Stacy's and all that kind of stuff. I think that's fabulous. Danina. Okay, Danina. Oh, okay. I gotta write your name down, girl. I'm trying to remember everybody. I'm not holding you right now. Luna. So then next time I can remember everybody. Danina. Art Flower. Great. I know. I only come on here, Nina, like, I'm like, oh, I'm only going to be, on here for a halfway, and then, half hour, and then I'm like, I get on here and I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk to everybody. I love talking to everybody. Plus, I'm learning. I'm learning about the live streaming. I'm meeting new people, which I love. I have no foster dogs, Pam. My daughter adopted, whatever, a Dachshund Chihuahua mix. And she's, Luna, and she is 9 months old, 10 months old, something like that now. And she's a pistol. I have my foster dogs that I've adopted still. I have Spyro, my Japanese Chin, and Yoshi, the Japanese Chin. And my daughter still has her Maltese Dolly. But that's Luna. That's Luna. La 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 Luna. The puppy who likes to play, as you can hear. She's addicted to the one cat, my cat Scotty. She's addicted to him, and they play. My cat will take his little paw and jump on the dog. Oh, it's adorable. So she's probably barking at him to play. And she wants me to hold her. She keeps coming in here and trying to jump on me, but I'm not in the mood. Because I'm painting. I could sit here and paint all day. My mint is coming back, girl. Nina, my mint. I'm going to have to take you outside the next sunny day so you guys can see my mint and my stuff. It's coming back so delightful. Delightful. That, my sage, rosemary. Oh, yes. I go out just to squish the mint. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I missed why we're talking about mint, but I just threw that in because I saw mint. Oh, I would love Yorkie pups. Gail got a new puppy, a Shih Tzu, right? Isn't it a Shih Tzu? I wish we could all have play dates with our dogs. I wish we could have art dates. It should be coming back, Nina. Unless you mowed it too many times. Oh, she's a funny one. Oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get an old farm sink? Oh, I would love that. I was so mad at my husband yesterday. We went out and somebody was throwing away this 3-tiered He's probably listening to me and being like rolling his eyes like, Jesus, stop it, Cal. 3-tier water fountain that sits outside, and they were throwing it out. And I wanted it so bad so I could plant in it, make bird feed it, whatever. And he was like, I wonder if it has corona. I don't want to touch it. You know, it's somebody's junk. Why do you want it? And then I fussed. And he was like, all right, on the way back, I'll pick it up for you. On the way back, somebody already took it. I was so mad. Yes, mint is all right. My mint is already growing fantastic, but I don't, me, like Nina, I would like to mow my lawn and have the mint smell. So if it grows in my yard, I'm okay with it. Oh, wow. $7? Oh, I would love that. Did T leave? Where's T? T. Yes, I would love that. Yeah, yep, that's a good one. Now she put everything, including the kitchen sink. Oh, I was so mad at my husband. Because we used to be junkers. Like, we used to be the people that go out and pick through trash and then go sell it at the flea market years and years ago. And so now I'm always looking, like, you know what I mean? I'm so excited and nope. Yes, me too, Shayla. Me too. I'm going to throw one more coat down and then I'm just going to go with it here. Now, I get asked this question a lot. As you can see some of the paper coming through, like I get asked why I don't like decide where I'm going to put my face if I do a face, right? And for me, it doesn't matter. I like doing the it's almost meditation to me, doing the background. So to me, I like doing it and I don't like overthinking it, if that makes sense. So to me, it doesn't matter. I just work with it. And sometimes I'll let that text come through or whatever's in the back, and other times I'll go 3-4 coats of gesso. That's why I go through so much gesso. Yeah. I was so mad at him. Oh, catnip. I haven't did catnip in so long I haven't grown it. Two lilacs. Stargazer lilies are my favorite. Those are they bulbs, Shayla, the lilacs? All right, is somebody else live now? Like, I don't want to be on somebody else's gig since I've been here all day. Somebody tell me? Are you guys watching like somebody else? Because I know you can watch like a million people at once. I'm just getting into all the live things, so. Yes, they do smell delicious. Delicious. Not to eat, but I love the smell of flowers. A little bit longer. Oh, okay, okay. They were already rooted. There's always, I know there's always live people. I just hate. But I didn't look before I came on today. Usually I look. Okay, because usually I look and I'm like, oh, this one's live, that one's live, I feel bad. But today, last time too, I just kind of went on and I figured, all right, I'm just going to do it. Well, that's what's been going on is, Lisa, that I haven't been doing it because I was like, oh, this one's live, and I don't want to make it, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or feel like because, like, what's her name? The Art Sherpa, like, I think every day in April she did a painting or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go if she's live. Even though I know she ain't laying in bed worrying about me going live. Okay. Let's go in. A nice old man sold me 2 lilacs, about 6 Jacobine lily bulbs, about 15 lily of the valley. Those smell really good. I just planted raspberries for the first time this year. I'm hoping they come out good. I don't think they'll fruit though. I don't know. Oh my gosh, and you still have it? I have blueberries. My blueberries are nice. I have grapes. I think I already told you this. I know. I know. So let's do... I'm really not a measurer. Well, thank you, Danina. Your dog eats grass? My dogs only eat grass when they throw up, when they have a bellyache. The heck is that, Kelly? That is not even. This is why I use water soluble. Because I am not an even person like that. I'll try it like that. But see, then the gesso just came up. What is going on? I think it's dry. Oh, your tree's done? Pam, you want me to do some, try to do some geo pouring one day? Will that get you to start pouring? Yes, it's going to be cold here too. This is like lifting up everything. Why? Just going with paint. The dandelions. That's why I don't put stuff down on my grass, because I'm afraid that my dogs are going to get sick. You know, people eat those dandelion greens. Oh, I bet they do love them. I never even thought about that. The bunny's eating it, huh? Yep, same here in that. I gotta put my pots in and everything. You have a peach tree? Oh, so lucky. Oh, I bet, Pam. Are you Are you wanting to do anything? Like, do you still have your stuff to art? Do you have any drive? I know you like to sew. Yeah, I didn't even think about the bunnies liking the dandelions. Come on, just so dry. It's a little bit humid here today, so and I'm going crooked, I think. It's like smudging. Yeah, this I'm going to tell you the truth. The gesso is not dry all the way, so it's making it really hard. It's not doing what I want it to do as far as the face, because obviously this is a bigger face, but it's like the paint's sticking. What I'm trying to do on top, so I don't even know. I might have to go to the other one. I bet you that's drier. But yet I still do it. All right, let me go on the other one. I'm going to use my other stuff. And then I will come back to this. I think that gesso needs to dry a little bit more. I think it's too humid here. Let's go in the smaller one. What way do I want to do it? Try it this way. You've been collecting but not doing anything? Well, get ready to do stuff. Do you have acrylic paint and all? I'm going in with my face paint. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just using acrylic face paint. This is light flesh. And I'm just going in. Let's do it. What side? A little bit over here. So have you been painting faces, Danielle? Hi, back. Yeah, we're having a storm coming in here, too. Becky, Bo Becky. Teresa, you disappeared. Are you okay? Everything okay? Try this. Yes, you know why? Because that gesso wasn't drying, and so I'm like, let me just get on here. Banana from Becky. Becky. I thought you went to start to go bedazzle some Pinay. Now let me tell you guys, Emily, Dave's I think downstairs. Emily I think is in her room. I think she just took a shower because we're supposed to have bad weather. When you guys go to dry your stuff, this is Kelly's experience. I'm sure people will say that's not true, but before you go to paint over, make sure it's cooled down a little bit because it will, like if it's still warm, especially if you use a heat gun, but even a hair dryer, unless you use cool, it'll lift a lot easier. So leave it cool for a second. No, Teresa, I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I get nervous. I thought maybe somebody else went live and you were watching, which I don't care. I'm just saying. Have we all watched Ozarks? That's what I've been doing, Shayla. Hey, Christy. That's what I've been doing is doing the in the buckets and all because it's easier than in the ground. It's easier for the weeding and everything. Yeah, you got to put the holes in the buckets on the bottom. Just take a nail and a hammer. No, you've not watched Ozarks? It's a good show. It gets better each season as well. What are you guys watching? Are you guys watching anything? Your head itches because of the holes. Oh, hair cooties. Doc Martin, what's that? I never heard of that. Aren't those boots or something, or shoes? Well, Gail, it has been my pleasure. You know I love you, and I hope the puppy is A-okay. And thank you so much for coming. I feel very blessed. Oh, Deadfall. That was a good one. Yes, please stay safe, Gail. And I'll see you. I'll see you around, sister. And thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Who said, I read something. Wait. Barb Owen. I don't know who that is. She comes on Positive Word Journal. That's nice. So she uses a word that's positive in her art journal? That's nice. Okay, I'll have to to look for Doc Martin because we watch a lot of things, but the David Tennant one's really good. Matter of fact, I think we watched 2 David Tennant ones. One was on Netflix, he did, and then there's the one in Britain, right? He's got an OCD and an attachment disorder. Huh, okay. Are you leaving, Pam? Huh, I'll have to look for that one. Yeah, we like David Tennant. Oh, well, that's really nice, Becky. I really like that. It sounds cool. She has a great napping voice. Oh. Oh, okay, I have to look for it on Amazon. Oh, all right, Pam. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad to see you around more. I really am. We're girls from back in the day. Clear crackle. Obviously, I use the folk art crackle. Yeah, Broadchurch. That's the other one we watched. But Christy, folk art has a good crackle. I'm sure deco art has one as well. I've used the folk art one in many videos. It's nice. You put the base coat down, leave that dry, and then you put the the crackle on, the clear crackle. And then you could put something else on top and it crackles it. It's nice. What are you crackling? What are you crackle-ackling? So I think that's as much as I'm going to do on that. You can't find it on eBay? What about Amazon? Can you find it on Amazon? Or do you need it on eBay? Kirsten, Kirsten. I'm just trying to scrape this back in because I poured too much out. I always pour too much out. And I don't want it dribbling. As it's going to. I gotta see if I have any crackle here to send you. I don't know if I have any. Because I know I used it on my last canvas. Yeah, well, like I said, Teresa said deco art, weathered wood, which I've used before. That's good. Folk art, plaid. I will have to see what I have here. If I can help you out. If I can help you out, I'll send it to you. If I don't have it, I apologize. Because I can't get anything either from like Plaid or anywhere. I could look at, I mean, if you looked at Michael's, because is Michael's by you doing pickup? I don't even know if you want to leave your house, though. Oh my god, my stuff's falling. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'll look. I gotta look downstairs, like I said, and then I'll see what I can do. I don't think I have it up here. You live in the forest with population of 200, so you don't have no Michaels around the corner, do you? Yeah, I have quite a bit as well, but crackle, I don't know. I know I went through a crackle phase, and I don't know what I have left. But I do know I don't have it up here. I make it with white school glue. I have many videos about that. The only thing I advise to you is to try it on a piece of paper before you try it on any project you do, because it depends on your humidity and blah, 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 blah. So, but my suggestion is, like, let's say you want, like, I would put black paint down, leave that dry. I would take my white school glue and I just put it on, and then I put paint on top of it. Some people mix the paint in and put it on top. Our Michaels here and Joann's are open. Like, you can order online and then pick it up at the store. Yeah, but let me look, Christy, and see if I have any here from Folk Art or whatever. Oh, really? Tempura, because it's so matte? Never tried that one. Oh. I don't have any tempura. Is it tempura? 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 Tempura makes me think of shrimp. Shrimp tempura. Alright, let's see what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. That's good to know, the tempura one. I'm always off like that. Well, we're going to move it over. Did not know that. That's good to know. Did not know that. Did not know that. Those are the best kind, though, Teresa, when you can come up with something, you know, that works and it saves you money. I'm all for that. You should do that on your channel and show everybody. Bet you that would help a lot of people. Especially now with nobody, you know. Do it here. Let me do halfway here. Not being able to get supplies. What are you doing, Christy? What are you making? A pastel pencil video? I'm trying to think if I have pastel pencils. Do I? I have pastel, chalk pastel. I have pan pastels. I'm going to see if I have chalk pastels. I always want to do more colored pencil videos too, but I don't know if that would bore the crap out of people. You're not working on nothing at the moment? But yeah, let me look for my pencil pastels and see if I have any. Okay. So I'm going to do the chin down here. I sit and talk to myself all the time, so sorry. Not sorry. Ah, all right, Sheila. Do your thing, sis. I know, but I always feel like color pencil. I love color pencils. I love pan pastels as well. Let's see if I can. Do double there. Kind of do. That's going to be too close. Dang, bird outside distracted me. What's a masterboard? Like, what's a masterboard of? That's still too close, Cal. I see a lot of people doing master boards, and I don't exactly know. Listen, I don't exactly know if I'm alive at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't exactly know anything. But a master board, so many people are doing it, and I'm like, what? Am I missing something good? Should I be doing a master board? And who's going to teach me to do a master board? Is there a good master board teacher? I always say that. I'm like, I don't even remember to pee during the day. So, don't expect much from me. No idea who that is. I will look her up though. I will look her up. All right. Is she somebody good to watch? It's like making your own scrapbook paper. So collaging your scraps and stamping and adding layers. Okay, I do that all the time. And you keep it like that. So what do you do with the master board? Like what do you do once it's done? Does that become like scrapbook paper? Do you rip it? Do you put it in a book? No, I don't know why you can't add links, but I'll definitely go check it out. Nina Rabina, okay. Good to know. Okay, all right. That's great. So you just use like bits and pieces and do all your stuff then? You tried making texture paste, but you used baking soda, and what a horror. Many blessings to you as well, Teresa. I hope you have a good day. Black and gold's nice, yeah. I'll see you around Facebook, Teresa. Thanks for coming. I'm going to have to check it out. I love watching other people do, like, I love doing backgrounds and the paper and stamps and like all the things and stencils. Oh, very interesting. All right, I'm going to check her out. But I love doing that, but I love watching other people as well because I love seeing, like, other people, what they do. Okay, that's interesting. I never have kept them in that way. Like I have many backgrounds that I've done sitting here, and I rip them apart and use them for collage paper. But I've never thought about doing that. That's pretty cool. It's a good idea. Very good idea. Good idea for Nina Rabina. It's a cool name too. Nina Rabina. I will definitely check it out because that's so relaxing for me to watch people do that kind of stuff. You know? Let's see how it's going to look. I want them a little bigger. Yep. I am obsessed. I love backgrounds, and I love drawing faces. I would just sit down with a napkin and a pencil and draw faces over and over. You would think I would be a master face paint drawer, but I'm not. I just like doing it because my brain just doesn't all the time work the way I want it to. So I like to just keep reminding myself how to do it. And I do it in 20 million different ways. Now she's a little crooked. Come on, Kale. Yeah, I'm going to write her name down too. Nina. For some reason, did you guys tell me about her before, Nina Rabina? I don't know why that sounds familiar. And then Linda, I think I might follow Linda Israel. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, I'm going to check them out. Oh, thank you, Christy. I really appreciate that. I don't know why, but thank you very much. I've really been loving doing the lives because I'm learning so many different things. Do you do the 2 fingers? I do. I do whatever I want. Danina. I try because I do more folk art-ish girls, right? I don't usually worry about like how far apart the eyes are because, you know, they're folk art girls. They could be whatever you want. I'm trying to learn more, how do you say, realistic faces, I guess, in a way. So I try to do the same width. So if this eye's, I don't have my ruler here, but if this eye is like 1.5 inches, this eye 1.5 inches, which you can see they're not, I gotta shrink this one a little bit, then I try to do like 1.5 inches in the middle. Now, you can see, this is why I'm crooked. I'm always crooked. My middle of my line's right here. Well, I didn't measure the same width as this to here. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's what I would do. I would say, oh, okay, here's a 1/2 inch, here's another 1/2 inch, and then that's where I'd start my eye. Like right here. Let me erase it to show you. So that's what I like to do. 2 fingers I've never seen. Makes complete sense, though. But I've not seen, what the hell was that squeak in my voice? But I've not seen it. But I have seen, like, the measure. And I do that once in a while, but not often. I hope that answered your... No, snobby, not me. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I appreciate you saying that, but I have no reason to be snobby. I have nothing for this, unless you're jealous of this, and I'm snobby because I have this Walmart red thing that we wore for Christmas pictures with my family. So yeah, so like I said, so this is this, and then I would go like this far over, the same about as this, and then I would start my eye here. Do you know what I mean? So it's that long. That's all. That's how I do it. But like the thing is with me is even if I measure, I screw it up. I'm not ashamed to say it. There can't be too many faces. And Kirsten, why? What can I help you with to learn, hon? If I can do it, anybody can do it. I say that all the time, and I'm not being a dog to myself. I'm just saying, like, my mind just does not work. And I sit, I mean, look, I sit and I do, and it's still not. I got to make it go up higher. Like, it's just, my brain doesn't work that way. And I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at that. It's frustrating, but it is what it is, you know. That's what my husband always says to me. It is what it is, girl. So I can sit and whine about it, or I can just do what I like to do. Me, I like to sit and whine and do what I like to do. But you can see, like, right here is that top line. So I like to, like, for instance, I see that this one ends here. So now I know, like, this is kind of basically where my eye will end and start. And it takes me a minute. I don't do things, you know, easily. But I'll just kind of go like that. Does that make sense? And then you play around and get it the way you want. And then I like my eyeball to be a little bigger, but that's more normal of what we have, I guess. And then I just sit and futz around till I get it somewhat better. But you can see where that's a little bit better. Is it perfect? No. That's exactly right, Nina. Yep. And like I said, I'm all about, like, I would rather see you, and I've said this forever, I would rather you do art in any size, shape, form, what have you, than not. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. In that, my brain is the same as that as well. Yep. And then anxiety, and I can't concentrate, but I don't. It doesn't stop me from doing it because I love it. And yeah, well, there is no perfect. Let's face it. But like for instance, my neck and you could see where I'm drawing my face. It doesn't even go here. Like all my background, I'm off of. But I'm not going to stop. I'll just figure it out. You know? And I look at this and I'm like, oh, maybe I should have put the eyes up higher. Oh, maybe, whatever. But I'm still going to do her. Still do it. And I'm just getting practice. That's all. I remember years ago doing a video, and I've done a million drawing videos, because when I learn something new or something works for me, I like sharing it. Somebody left me a comment, and I don't know why this one struck me so much. They left me a comment, I think it was a guy, and he said, I don't erase. You erase too much. I can't watch you. When you draw, if you knew how to draw, you wouldn't erase. You would just draw it and everything like that. And I swear to the gods, for a month, I thought to myself, I can't draw. I erase. So every time I would sit and draw, exactly, you just do it. But every time I would draw, I would go to erase, I'd be like, why are you doing this? How are you showing people how to draw when you can't even draw? You erase, And this was back in the day when, people were coming out with their classes and all that kind of stuff. And, you watch somebody's classes, you take a class, and they don't show you the imperfections of what they do because, they're doing a class for you. They're not there to show you the wrong way they might have done it. They're there to show you the right way. That's what you pay for. And, yeah, but I made myself sick for like a month. Like, I really beat myself up. And then one day I was like, frick him. And I'm sorry, I was reading Kirsten's thing. And I was like, and then I went on about my way. But it did hit me. I know, but when you're in a place in your head, and if you struggle with anxiety, you guys know this. It might be something, you might make the best bread in the world. And then somebody might bite it and say, that's a little bit tough. Right? A critique, negative. And then all of a sudden that anxiety kicks in. And it's like, oh my God, it is tough. Why'd you bother making it? Like, and then you just go nuts. And it just killed me for a month. Yeah, he was just a jerk. And that's what I finally got to. And I thought, you know what? I don't care if one person watches me and says, you know what? You taught me how. You gave me confidence to draw. You taught me how to draw. That's why I do Odd Girls. That's why I do what I do. I'm not an artist like that. Like, I'm not, That's why I can't watch certain YouTubers paint. I can't learn from them because it's just the way they do it. It's not that they're bad or they're bad people or I don't like them. It's some people I can't learn from. I've said it before. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not, nothing wrong with it. Some people can't learn from me. That's fine. So, but I'm going to get you, Kirsten, we're going to get you drawn. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, I've been on here a minute. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, exactly. In that you just do it. It doesn't, you draw an odd girl and an eye is up here and an eye's down here. And some days when I'm in a lot of pain or medication or whatever it may be, sometimes that eye is like that and there's nothing I can do about it. I could try this all day and it's not going to change the fact that I got an eye up here and an eye here. And I've learned to be okay with it. And that's all you can do. So Kirsten, you're going to learn. We're going to get you. Same with you, Lisa. Let's do it. Next time y'all get a piece of paper and we'll just sit here and play until you're like, oh my gosh, it looks like a face. I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, I'm hanging in. How about you, Kathleen? I'm really no complaints today, honestly. There goes my puppy. I'm sorry. I don't know. I've always been the I don't know. I just like doing what I do, and whoever likes to come along, I'm happy with. Now, Kirsten, are we friends on the Facebook? Do any of you guys have Zoom? Come on and Zoom, 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 Zoom. Answer me that. Anybody have Zoom? Yes, I have it's my daughter's puppy. She's a Chihuahua Dachshund mix. Gail was here. Gail has a new puppy. A little Shih Tzu. You guys are such a wonderful, happy, positive, encouraging group of people on here. All of you. Thank you. All right, well, you need to find me, Kirsten, on the Facebook. I'm not hard to find. You have a Zoom account? Well, because here's the thing. Zoom, I can, if, let's say, I want to teach Kirsten and Lisa how to draw, or whoever. If on the Zoom, I can be down here, and then I can see what you guys are doing, too, if you have a phone or... Nina! You have a friend with a wonky eye? Mostly you don't see it. Oh, my God. Oh... No, thank you, what, Christy? Oh, good for you. We were just talking about, I look at the Pitbull Lab mixes. I keep wanting one, but I'm afraid with my other dogs. Because my daughter's dog, Luna, the puppy, she's a wild one. She's loving, delightful. She doesn't like bite, but she is a wild one. Kathleen, your eyes are wonky, so are mine. I was just laughing the way that Nina wrote it. It was funny. All right, well, we'll figure something out. We can figure Facebook has live. We can figure things out where I can, show you on here. Oh, okay, Christy. I thought you said I was you were like, no, thank you. I don't want to Zoom with you or anything else. I was like, what? Anyway, so here's my face. Here's what I did. I just drew some things, and I made her eyes a little bit, different, but they're okay. We're gonna pretend like this is Nina's wonky eye friend, which honestly, like I said, I do too. And I'm just going to do her eyebrows. Now, most people look at this and they say, oh, well, why this? But really, that's the top of our head to our eyes. Now, some people have a bigger forehead, whatever. The only thing I wish I would have done on her, and I'm not mad at it, I wish I would have moved the eyes up to where the eyebrows were. Do you know what I mean? And that's the only thing, because when you do a face where the eyes and the nose are this close, it makes them have a younger face rather than a more, I guess, mature face or whatever. Also, this is way wide. I don't necessarily care because I'll have hair. And I'm a Beastie Boy because I rhymed. I don't care because I have hair. You see what I'm saying? So, technically, I don't care about the pencil marks. And this side's good. So I'll just bring that like that. And then the hair will... You see how it just kind of brings that when you bring that together? Yeah, I have one too, Nina. And the older I get, my teeth are shifting. I really should go and get a thing, but I don't care. The gap is the gap. So that's what I'm going to do with her at this point. And now I'm going to do I'm just going to paint in a little bit of the eyes and see. Oh, the Arteza acrylics, they're good. They're good. They sent those to me a while back. I do have a video on them. They're pretty good. They really are. Also, the gouache. They sent me gouache, acrylic paint, and then I think markers. I want to say watercolor markers. And I think they're fine. I think they're good. And I like it because you get like, it's fun to slurp spaghettis through. I like the Arteza because you get all the colors. They're groovy. They're groovy. They're a good choice. Good choice. Yeah, you'll like them. And like I said, you get like more colors. I don't know how many colors you got, but yeah, that's me too. Mine are shifting. And sometimes I want to go and like get those invisible braces or whatever they're called. And then other times I'm like, oh, I'm old. It is what it is. They're my teeth. So who knows? You might see me and you may not with my teeth like that. But I've been rocking them. So I had a full mouth of braces. That's the sad thing. My teeth were perfect. I had braces for years. And then as I got older, they just were shifting. Arteza's a good brand. I'm going to be getting into yeah, they sent them to you too. That's good. You got 60 of them, girl. That's great. Yeah, they are good, aren't they, Dania? I just love paint. I'm getting into, yeah, I didn't have a lot of retainers. I only had the one, but that was way back in the 80s, so. You have the 60 and you use it. Yeah, paint is great. I don't care what brand. I mean, as long as it's a decent you're spending your money on, but how can you paint is just great. I'm rhyming, girl, come on. Yeah, but I don't think Arteza's that expensive, were they? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they were kind of average. Because let me tell you something. I love folk art paint. But I think these are like $1, let's just say $1.50 to whatever, a piece. So if you get 60 of them, you're spending over $60. You know? Yep, 80s. And ain't nothing in the 80s we've done, Becky, doing us good now. Things are not the same. Yeah, I love paint too. That's why I said I got what is it? The Dilutions paint. I got the folk art. I got deco art. I mean, I just have bits and pieces of everything, and I just use colors that I like, really. And sometimes when you get the cheaper paint, like AC Moore used to have their own brand. I think Michaels does. You know, if it's transparent, that's a whole other thing. That adds deliciousness too. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I want to start oil painting so much. They were just saying Walmart has hardly anything left, paints and all that stuff. I don't know why these stores aren't restocking. Are they really out of everything? I mean, think of Christmas time. Yeah, it's the new Dilutions paint. They changed it because of the. I'm assuming she changed it because the other ones were bad. Ugh. It's these. Pretty. And they got the clicky in it. You gonna put it on your TV? No gesso or anything, huh? Yeah, that, like I said, I don't understand, like, where do they get their supply from? I mean, I don't know how, you know, how bad it is, but apparently it's pretty bad. Let's see. I'm just kind of grabbing colors that I have around me. This will tie in the background a little bit. It's these little details I can't do good. No, little puppy. Now the lips on the other one I did, they were small. Too small for what I was doing because that gesso wasn't dry. But on this one, it'll work. The other ones I got to do bigger lips. And then I'll come back and outline these. Put in details. I'm going to put a little bit of white on the bottom for now. Let's see. No Mod Podge either. Just do this a little lighter. This is what I'd be doing anyway. And then we'll just smear that out. do that. And then I gotta decide the hair color. And then I'll draw the outline, do the eyes. Let's see, what hair color? What hair color would look nice with this? Maybe yellow. I think we're gonna go in with yellow. Alright, let's do some yellow and let's see how this works. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's start up here. And I'll just take it. Now you can see this yellow, it's called yellow light. It's very transparent, so I'm going to have to put something else, but I'll put this as my bottom layer just to add a little bit of, what do I want to say? Color, like a little highlights. But I'm going to have to get another color yellow because now here's what I want to show you. You see how we have that big forehead, right? So, and her eye. So some people, like I said, have a forehead. Now I like bangs. I will do like some bangs going down like this. Today I think she just needs some swooping bangs. And I'm going to just dampen my brush the littlest bit just to get that a little bit more flowy. And then I'm going to take this down here. And you see, and then I'll just paint this in for now. Because obviously I need to have another color because you can see, you know, and it's okay to see through like where out the hair is. But in some places, you know, because your hair is lighter, but I want this to be a little bit more. But I like doing the hair before I go in to do the eyes, the eyebrows and all, because you don't want black eyebrows and she have blonde hair, if that makes sense. So I'm going to grab, where's that other yellow? Let's see.
That bird gotta go in.
You can take the plastic off and put it in now. I'm just going to, I think, I'll be done soon. I'll be out, but you can put it in. Just put it in the oven. Take everything off, leave the lid on. You have to score it like this with a knife on top, just one score through it. And put it in at 425. And with the lid on. I forgot I had to put, I did sourdough bread and I forgot to bake it. So he's going to put it in for me. Okay, that's what she said. All right, so I have this color. This is lemon from, you guys, if you've been watching me, you know I've been wanting to get through this. Yeah, much better. For the base. Now, if you have a paint that is coming, now I know this is very light and all that, I get it. I'll probably put some highlights in it, but if you're like, you know what, I don't have another color, what can I do? You can add a pinch of white in here, a pinch of gesso, and what will happen is, let me just show you while I'm here, just like a little bit, it'll make it more opaque for you. Now yes, it will lighten it a little bit because you're putting white in it, but it'll make it more opaque. Let me see if you can see. We'll do it over here. And you see how it makes it, I don't know how well you can see it, it makes it a lot more opaque. So you can't see all that underneath. So you don't have to always have, you know, if you have a transparent paint or it's not dark enough, just go like that and it'll cover it over. So you see the difference between this and this? So that's a good tip as well. To get more bang for your buck, especially since we can't go out and shop. or don't have money to get it. You know what I mean? That's another thing altogether. So I like adding different colors in for hair. So I might take a little bit of the berry wine or pink and run it like she has maybe a little bit of style or something. I'll run it across the face. And you see? Now I'll dry it, because if I go to put more bangs for your buck, which I enjoy. But if I go to put a little bit of the pink in now, it's going to make orange. Can I what? Can I what, Danina? Danina. What do you need me to do? And then I'll just go over this one more time. Now, I shouldn't have went over it when it was still hot. And I don't know if you can see, it's kind of... Do you see what that's doing right there? A little bit. That's because I didn't let it cool off a little bit. So I'll wait a second. And I'll probably go over this with the pink. Just a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. Just because I think the yellow is it's matching too much of that yellow. Like the skin tone's too much. Let's see. You guys promised me that you'll do faces with me next time. And like I said, look, I'm not anything good. Do I like the heavy body acrylic paint? It's all right, yeah. I have a bunch of them that were sent to me a long time ago, and I kind of put them to the side, but now I want to use all my paints. And you can see it's very opaque. I mean, it comes out nice. And if I wanted to, let me show you if I can. If I wanted to, I can make this into like, because it's a nice thick paint, I can add a little bit of texture to it as well. So like if I took the end of my brush and wanted to make a little bit of texture, it is thick enough. This is dry over here. But it would be thick enough to make some texture. Hi, Ange! So that's why I do that. So yeah, so it's nice. So if you have a thicker paint, you can definitely use it to get a little bit of texture. And then if I went over that with a darker color, it would pick up that texture underneath. So I don't like this, so I'm going to put a little bit more of the paint on there. And it's just a matter of playing. But like I said, for me, this is a little bit too light. Let me show you. Let me see if I can do... This might be a little too purple. But watch. I'm going to put the squeeziest little squeeze of berry wine. That was a big squeeze. We all know that I do a little too much squeezing. And then I'm going to take paintbrush, just a little bit, and I'm going to mix it in here. And it's going to make a little orange color. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to turn it. Get it on both sides. You could put a little water if you want. And then I'm going to kind of just a little bit of shadowy. I need a little bit. I mean, like the tin has a bit of water. Just to wet that a little bit. This is what I'll do. If you want it a little bit pinker, you could do that. And it'll just add some. Wait till your yellow's dry though. I'm just trying to get it going. You can add. And then when you're looking at it, because you'll have more shadow, you could add it a little stronger. You know, where it might be a little bit darker. Well, maybe I'll do. Set the timer for a half hour, for 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll definitely have a face drawing party next time. I do. I over squeeze. But do you see how, now you don't necessarily have to have this color. You could make it more yellow. You can also, I don't know if this is a dirty brush or not. I've been on here a while. I feel like I'm, okay. So, like all my brushes are dirty. You could take this and blend this in a little bit. Let's say you're like not somebody who likes all those lines, right? So blend it in a little bit. And you see, I don't blend nearly enough, but it just darkens that up enough. You see what I mean? And then you still have that yellow underneath light. Now we can go in with a little bit more yellow if you want and do some highlights on it. So you just keep layering it till you're happy. Are we ever happy? I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, so I'll just do like the squeeziest little bit of yellow. Take my little brush and I will wet it, and I'll make this a little slimier. Need a little bit more paint. Oh my god, that got sucked back in. Come on. Yeah, you just want it like more. And then just take it in and add some more highlights. You can even add white to this. I know it's hard for you guys to see. If that'll help. But like say you're like, oh, that came out, that's a little darker than I want it. And then you just go back in. Now for the eyebrows, what I'm going to do is I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to erase these eyebrows. Sometimes I'll go back in with the face paint just to touch it up, which maybe I will. What the heck did I do there? My eraser's dirty. Don't use a dirty eraser because she's dirty. But I'm going to get some of this right here. I'll just show you because I'm not going to go back and paint her face right now. But I can make her eyebrows oh, she got my 80s eyebrows. Anybody know what that is? I'm sure you do, Becky. If you were back in that day, we plucked those babies down. So then I'll just add a little bit. I mean, you do whatever way you want your eyebrow. I like them thinner, but I'm going in a little bit more. Now you can see, I'm going to show you how to fix that. I do it all the time, not a big deal. Then I like to take, oh, I got an itch on my back. Bye, back. Thanks for coming. We'll go in here a little darker, make a little brown, brownish pink. I like to roll it like this so it gets a nice point. And then I'm going to go in and just line these eyes. Like so. And I'm going to show you how I clean everything up, which I've shown a million times, but so you might be bored. Back in the day, I plucked. I don't pluck anymore. I mean, sometimes I will. It depends on how bad they get and what kind of day I'm having. And those strays. Sometimes those strays. I'm more upset of waking up and all of a sudden I have a chin hair that wasn't there yesterday when I went to bed. Now I'm just taking white and I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit. And this is just going to be like a base. Let's say we're doing a little bit of eyeshadow or something on it. Same thing over here. Doesn't matter how much because I'm going to darken that up around the eyeball anyway. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll paint like white around the eyeball. Like I'll just dab a little bit just to lighten it. And that's alright if your eyeball looks weird because I go back in with a little bit more of the eyeball color and put that in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take my skin tone color that I used. Yeah. Ah. Put a little seed bead on that hair, huh? I'm going to take my skin color and I'm going to go, or my whatever you used, and just touch this up. And that's what I've been doing lately rather than repainting. Now you can see the eye. I just wanted that a little bit for the eyelid. Just like a little color. But if you don't like it, you just do what I did and you paint over it. You know, you just kind of make it work. You have a Tim Gunn moment. Now I'm going to take this down. I'm going to take the circle out of this news. You can keep this circle in. It's up to you. that's bothering me. And I'll just go touch up little parts of that flesh tone that I have that maybe are getting on my nerves. The lines that I didn't erase correctly, you know, all the fun things. Because I just don't take it too seriously anymore. I just like to have fun and paint it. But I do have days where I'm like, oh, I hate it. What did I even do? I wish I had time. I'll have to come back. I'll save the other canvas that I did, and we'll do another face next time too. But like, you can go in and fix a lot of the things that you might not have liked with your skin color. So if you mix your own skin color, right, don't forget to make enough. have the chin hair with the beads, but don't don't give up, and don't, if you mix the skin color, make sure you mix it a lot of it, because you're going to want it just to like play around and to get it. Artwork that I put up on the walls that hasn't been framed, I know it starts getting dusty. Is there anything you would do to keep the stuff? I would seal it. I would seal it with a satin or a gloss, because a matte is going to grab onto anything. A satin or a gloss spray, or you have to watch with Mod Podge, because you're in California. I don't know humidity by you, but like if you're in a place where there's a lot of humidity and stuff, I know a lot of people have problems with Mod Podge. However, you can get like Krylon acrylic spray, clear acrylic spray. You can get those kind of things. Plaid, Folk Art has it, Deco Art has it, Americana has it, where you could spray on or even brush on. But you want a satin or a gloss, because then the dust won't stick. Yeah, those textured paintings are hard. But if you put a nice spray of gloss on there, or a nice coat of gloss, and you let it dry and it cures, what happens is when the dust gets on it, you just take your little rag, blow on it, whatever way you want, and that dust will come right off. It won't stick. This is called Light Flesh. I will tell you, I love to use Titan Buff from Golden, or you could see this is old and I only use a little bit at a time. You can use Light Flesh. They have different color flushes. I'll teach you the next time how to mix your own flesh colors in a little like pill container. Yeah, satin or gloss. So yeah, you can just any flesh color. There's a million. I don't know if I have any extra flesh colors. I have to look to see. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to just dry this hair for a minute because it's getting on my nerves, sticking. But you see how, like, now I know, like, I should be putting in, like, highlights and lowlights and make it, you know, it look more dimensional. But that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm doing different things. I love using, like, yellow ochre mixed with a little brown and you know, doing, like, more shadows and that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to do that today on here. I'm just going to keep her very, like, I'd like to give her some ears or something. I don't know. But I'm just keeping her very, you know, very basic. Not basic, but then what I like to do is I like to go in with a marker. And I like to use my, like a thin marker, black or brown, whatever you have. And that's where I'll go trace the eyes, the top of the eyes. And then part of that. But you have to have a marker that works, and this is not working. Not working. You're going to be too thick, and I know I will. Let's see if you'll work. Got to make sure it's permanent, though. This is not the one I'm using right now. So I know if I go over it, it's going to smudge. But that's what I like doing. And then I like to go in with I start small and then move my way over. Like that. And then if you like want a little bit of like a little bit of eyeshadow or something on her, or like I'm all into this berry color lately. I don't know why. I'm using it like mixed with colors. I'm using it by itself, but I'm going to make it like a kind of a light pink here. I'm going to get most of it off though, because I don't want to have too much. And then I'll go in and just add a little bit. You missed it. Teresa was here, and she's our gutter girl. Let's see. I'm trying to reuse. I'm in California. I use the spray sealant. Yeah, save old pill bottles for sauce. Yep, that's exactly right. And that's a great thing to. I always have bottles and pill bottles. But yeah, that's the best way to do it. And then you mix your own color. I like to do, which I've done that too before, the master color as they call it. And then you just add more white or whatever you like to it. No, her eyes are a little bit different. That's all right. I like to add a little bit. A little bit lighter in there because it makes it look like she has like a little lip liner on. And that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm not going to worry about her nose or anything at the moment. I could go in with, maybe I will while I'm here, while I have this. I could trace this with this marker just to make it. But let me tell you guys something real quick while I'm thinking about it. If you use any water soluble on your painting, Angie or whomever, and you go to seal it, know that if you have water soluble on it, it might run. So that's something else you might want to think about or make sure you know. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you guys something that is worth, I mean, you can get these at the dollar store. Get a permanent, like a Sharpie, the fine point, or get like a regular Sharpie that is permanent, and it helps it just helps a lot when you're doing. So what did I do? I just put it away? What did I do right here? I want to do the neck. And don't worry, you're just doing, you're just playing. Now, you might want to put a little crown. Bye, Shayla. Thanks for coming. You might want to put a little crown or some flowers in her hair. You might want to put, I don't know, I have to think. I might work on her more once everything's dry. You might want to put, I like to put words. I like to take things out of books. You know what I mean? Like words and that kind of thing. Inspiring things. But one of the last things I'm going to do, and this is one of my favorite things, is take the back of your paintbrush, dip it in once so you get a little dot, and then just give her a little high. That's a little big highlight, but that's all right. And it just gives a little bit of shine. I like to do it on the top. I like to do a little bit of rubbing. That's a little too much. Come on now, sis. Nope, gonna paint over that because I don't like that. But it happens. I'm just gonna touch it with this. Ooh, you know what I could use? Do I have it here still? Wait, I'll have to look. All right, so you see you got the highlights in the eyes. And then, do I have it? Where is it? Oh, come on, Kel. You just had it here the other day. I don't know what I did with it. Crap. I painted with my nephew over Zoom yesterday, and all my stuff's all over the place. It was like he was here, and he wasn't. Oh, but I had the nice thing there. Oh, well. I don't have it. It was going to be an iridescent paint that I had sitting here that I have been loving, but I can't find it. So I had my dog laying up here, my nephew, we're zooming, we're doing the painting. Angie, do you have Zoom? I have my money candle that I've been doing spells with. Yes, money candle. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do with her today. I'll sit and futz with her now. But these, let me see if I have any in here. Like these. These are like little thin pens that you can get. Like the Bic markets. These are permanent. That you can just sit and play with. You know, just to give a little bit of more color. Just to add. Always wipe your markers off because that paint will dry and it'll ruin it. Hey, Ramona! Alright, because I was thinking about doing some Zoom. I have so many people writing me about, like, you know, mental health and, you know, a lot of people who have lost children and loved ones and they want a support group, mental illness. So Zoom's a good thing where we can kind of get together and talk. And I didn't know, you know, if you had Zoom, who has Zoom, you know what I mean, and who would be interested. I don't know what the heck I did with my thing. It's going to drive me nuts now. And I'm going to tell you, it's probably right underneath my nose and I can't find it. So yeah, so I didn't know if you had it. I have Zoom for my doctors too. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do on her today. I got to look at, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but now I have to, I will look at her and figure out, like, oh, you know, what else do I want to do? What else do I want to add to her? I think, yeah, Ange, I agree. I think now, more than ever, people need support. For many reasons. You know? Ooh, what about a little... some gold. Oh, excuse me. There's no need for you to see. Okay, I'm going to shake this. But yeah, so good. I'm glad that you would be for it. Although I figured that you would, but so many people need support and it's so hard to find support. Oh, I love this gold. I would just live in this. You do? Would you be willing to come? Danita? I'm sorry. I'm trying to paint, not gold. Ramona, would you? I know some people aren't interested in it, and I totally get it. This is enough support being here, right? Yeah, I really like that gold. I think it is too, Angie. I really do. Yeah, so this is all I'm gonna do on her today. Like I said, I like looking. I might come back and maybe do a little bit of highlights here, and if I can find my other stuff, I'd put a little bit. So she had a little bit of glossy lip gloss, a little fancy, and that's about, yeah. For now, that's all I think I'm gonna do. This is the other one that I did the background for. Yeah, that I did the background for, and I started, but this needs to, see, it's still a little bit, it needs to dry. So, that will be the next one I will play with. This one I'll put her eyes up a little higher. But yeah, so, that'll be the next one. Well, good. Well, I am so glad that you guys came today. I am so happy, Angie, you got to at least pop in for a little bit. Ramona as well. And all you lovely, lovely people. I am so happy. Kirsten, hit me up on Facebook, please. Everybody, whoever's not friends with me, hit me up on Facebook. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, I like this eye better than this eye, so I'll probably go in with a little bit more of the berry over here and maybe smoke it out a little bit more. Smoke it out a little bit down here. A little bit of those kind of things. Hi! Oh, you're here late. Oh, I wish you could have came earlier. I love Secret. I love Secret Soda. Oh, I'm so excited. It didn't feel like 3 hours. I can't believe it's been over 3.5 hours. When is my next one? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I have to think, tomorrow's what? Today's what? Friday? Saturday. I don't know. Are weekends good for you guys? Maybe Tuesday? I don't know. I have to figure it out. When do you want it to be? Thank you. Like I said, I gotta fix a few things on her, but that's alright. That's just the way it is. Because look how nice that eye looks. That's like I'm going out Friday. It's Friday night. I just got paid. I'm going to dance the night away. That one. This one's like, I'm going to go type a little bit and I'll be back. Yeah, well, you guys are, oh my goodness, hanging with me for 3.5 hours listening to this voice. Woo woo. Well, good. I'm glad. Thank you for saying that, Danica. That makes me feel, Danita. What do I call you? I'm horrible with names. I don't know what is wrong with me. Da, da, da. All the names. I'm so confused. No. Danita. That is your name. Why am I calling you Danica? I know what your name is. Just takes me a minute. All right, well, maybe one day this weekend I'll come on and see again. I don't know. What do you guys? You want to keep painting? Do you want to do, I don't know, wired like jewelry? What do you guys want to do? You let me know. All things Mayra? I'm glad at least you popped in. You're working on a face? Awesome. Yeah, because I would love to see what you guys do. Because really, like I said, if I can do it, I mean... Yeah, I would sit on here and play and make jewelry. Now take the lid off and leave it in there for another 30, hon. Cool. All right, we'll make a plan and I'll get back on here. I gotta see what the days bring. Well, guys, I am thrilled. Find me on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook. Friend me on YouTube. Friend me on Instagram. Friend me on Twitter. I'm everywhere. Good. That's your time. Good. I'm glad you had me time. And you draw. Yes, everybody stay safe. If you go to my knitting and things, myknittingnthings.blogspot.com and you go through my posts, there's like tons of posts where you can download like templates for faces. You can download backgrounds that I did that if you want to print off, you can take and use. So go check it out. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm making sourdough bread. Well, actually, I made it, but Dave put it in the oven for me. That's what I'm making. Yeah, it's crazy out there. Everybody stay safe. I love you guys so very much. And please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I do want to start a support Zoom. So check into Zoom if it interests you whatsoever. And let me know what you guys think about that. And thank you guys again for being here. I feel very, very blessed. Thank you, guys. And I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.